On the island of Sodor, high up in the mountains was a mysterious boulder. It had stood alone for a long time, but one day workmen arrived to build a quarry on the land below. Rusty, the little diesel, that came into the yards and met Bill and Ben. "Where's all this rock coming from?" Ben asked.
"The new quarry. This mountain rock is good for many things, although it's dangerous up there."
"Why?" asked Bill.
"Because of a big boulder. I think it's watching me,"
said Rusty nervously. "How can that be? It is absurd. Boulders don't have eyes."
"Well, it may be, Ben, but there's something strange about this one."
Just then James arrived. He was delivering a new piece of machinery for the quarry.
"What's that?"
asked Rusty.
It's called Thumper. Apparently it helps collect the rock faster,"
replied James. Soon Thumper was working hard. The men were pleased, but no one bothered to check the boulder. When it rained, the workmen went away. Rusty gazed up and shivered as above him stood the boulder. Suddenly, a large slab of rock landed on the rails. Rusty was shocked. Driver was concerned. "We best leave till the weather's better. The rain loosened some of this rock."
"I think it's Boulder wanting us to go away."
Rusty didn't sleep well that night and was exhausted the next morning. Duncan was right next to him and decided to have some fun. "Off to the quarry again, Rusty. Well, in that case, beware the big scary boulder." "Ha ha 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 ha. Scary boulder indeed. It's as tame as a pet rabbit," he added as he puffed away.
"Not that I follow him, but you kind of need to relax,"
Peter Sam said. At the quarry, Thumper was working harder than ever. Rusty was nearby and started noticing something at the corner of his eye.
"Boulder's moving."
"Hey, don't be so daft. It can't," said the driver. "But it could, and it did."
"It's rolling along our line."
Rusty picked up speed as the boulder continued to catch up to him. It was racing fast. Just ahead, there was a small junction. One line went uphill. Boulder thundered past. Meanwhile, Skarloey was making his way up to the quarry. Then he saw the boulder coming fast. "Help!" The boulder was catching up fast, and it destroyed a water tower. "We must warn the yards," shouted Skarloey.
"Yes, but how?"
called Rusty.
"Are there any other engines coming?"
"Renes, he's coming. We have to go now." Boulder rounded a bend, and there ahead was Renes. "It can't be! It's running loose!" His driver drove him back as fast as he could. "Hurry!" Rather a smash than a squash, sighed his driver. Meanwhile, at the yards, Duke, Duncan, and Peter Sam were arranging trucks of stone for Ben's freight cars. Does your diesel friend still think there's a living boulder at the quarry?
Ha 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 ha.
I tried to snap him out of it, but he still remained convinced.
I'd like to give him credit, though, for putting up with all this dusty, dirty work.
Just then, the sound of something big could be heard. What was that? His question was soon answered, as there, charging towards them, was the boulder. Oh my God! It can't be! Ben quickly moved to a safer distance.
Every engine for himself, Grandpa.
Duke, Duncan, and Peter Sam had no other option. If they were to go forward, they'd run into the same exact thing they want to get away from. The free engines were trapped. They closed their eyes tightly. How did the fire start? Never mind that, lads. I'm trapped behind this crane. The fire was put out after some time, and the thing controller came to inspect the damage. He was horrified. It can't be. This is outrageous.
I don't know what to say, sir. It was moving directly towards us, but then it turned towards the sheds.
Don't worry, Peter Sam. You don't need to say anything.
Ben, Duke, Ook, Duncan, and I are lucky to still be here, because if the boulder didn't turn towards the sheds, we would have been crushed.
The thing controller then looked at the boulder. I need someone to go get Butch. Boco is trapped behind the crane. A few seconds later, the thing controller decided that the quarry is going to be closed down. We should have left this part of the island alone. Everyone remained at the yards until Boulder Quarry was no more. They moved Boulder to a hill close by the yards. Rusty is sure that on a clear night it is gazing up at the mountain, and its sides are being carried out on the wind to where it once used to stand proud and silent. I wonder if Rusty is right. Don't you?